Hi, everybody. Welcome to the weekly recap. Glad to be back with you. Let me give you a very short update. Last week, the Eagles was closed on Sunday because they had a special memorial thing for a woman, and I had forgotten her name, and it turns out her name was Jackie Milligan. And I believe they served a stuffed pork chop dinner. We didn't know Jackie Milligan, so we didn't go. Um, and also a little update at church on Sunday. You know, you're still not required to wear masks in Indian River County, but I would say something like 95% of the people who were at church were wearing them. We didn't. We were sitting in the back, and didn't seem to be any problem with it. Um, Earlier in the week, this week, I posted a video on WD-40, and I got an email from somebody named Red Spectrum 8, who suggested that if I did one on WD-40, that I should do one on duct tape. And you know, that's logical. You know what they say: if it's stuck and it shouldn't be, use WD-40. If it's not stuck but it should be, use duct tape. The problem is duct tape is a very, very complicated subject, and it's a kind of a convoluted history. So I don't. I'll think about it, but I'm not sure I can do it in a really convenient way. Also, a couple of weeks ago, in response to a suggestion from Billy, I talked about the bombing of Hiroshima. Now, subsequently, I spoke with Dan McInerney, who recommended a book by Chris Wallace, Countdown 1945, which is all about the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. I finished the book. It's a pretty good book. It's not too heavy. It's not too complicated, but it was a good subject. Uh, okay, I got an email from Tracer45 focusing on my use of the car as a studio. And I had mentioned that it was because of the fact that the acoustics are great, and I'm not sure 100% sure why. The other thing I like about using the car for a studio is it's totally portable. I could be sitting in a parking lot. Right now I'm in the driveway, but I could be sitting in a parking lot doing this. Uh, a little bit of news for you. The Queen, Queen Elizabeth, when she's finished with her vacation in Balmoral, she will not. She will not be coming back to Buckingham Palace. What she's going to do is to stay at Windsor Castle for the foreseeable future, and presumably that has to do with making sure that they limit her exposure to COVID-19. So if you're going to be in UK and you're going to be looking to see the Queen, don't go to Buckingham Palace. You know, once she's back from Balmoral, go to Windsor Palace. What else do I have here? Uh, do, 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 do. Well, I think that's pretty much that's pretty. Oh, in also in Florida news, I went to this dermatologist the other day, and I got this. I started this program of photodynamic therapy, which is where they put some stuff on your face and then stick you under blue lights. Rather uncomfortable. But the reason I bring it up is that I'm finding that uh, private medicine is maybe a little more aggressive and could be a little better than the medicine you get at the VA. Now, I've always been a fan of the VA, and I've been going to the VA as my primary medical source for going on 20 years. Uh, but I'm in Vero Beach here. The only thing you have is this little clinic here, and the community choice program that the VA runs doesn't really work for me. So for me to see a dermatologist at the VA, I've got to drive an hour and 20 minutes to West Palm Beach, which is inconvenient. So long and short of it is that I've been moving over to private doctors and, using, my Medicare card for that. And I must say, after 20 years, I'm kind of impressed with private doctors. I don't know whether it's right or wrong or whatnot, but they certainly seem to be a little bit more aggressive than VA doctors. Anyway, that's beside the point if you don't use the VA. So you can tell I've gotten some remarks, some questions, and things like that. And if you want to send me some questions, here's my email address. It'll be right here on the bottom of the screen. You may want to take a look at the little report I did on WD-40. There'll be a link to it someplace on the screen right about now. All of this is my report, and we'll see you next week. Have a nice weekend. Take care.